Hello, everybody. Happy Friday, TGIF. I hope everybody is well, and I hope everybody is getting ready to have a really amazing weekend, making sure for some self care and some fun and all the good stuff. So, I wanted to jump on today for just a few minutes. I've been doing just a lot of different research around growing older. As you guys know, I really want to foster, this community of ageless goddesses, and and you know, if any of you don't know me, my name is Liz Gabor. My Facebook community, because I am broadcasting this to some other places, my YouTube and also my business page, Liz Gabor. So, if you don't know me, I am a success coach and yoga and meditation instructor, and really believe that mind, body, spirit balance is really important for healthy aging and vitality. And a little about me is, I had a huge revelation when, well, now it's 19 years ago, actually, when I learned that I don't have to believe all the things that my mind thinks, all the stupid things, right? I used to torture myself for many years, of never being enough this, enough thin enough, slim enough, smart enough, pretty enough, whatever enough, right? And I just didn't know that there was a way. No one taught me that there was a way that I don't have to believe them. I don't have to believe those thoughts. It was huge for me, um, and I began to ask myself questions about them. I challenged those thoughts or beliefs that I was thinking over and over again and torturing me, and you know I started to think about, I didn't know the work of Byron Katie at the time, but now I do consider it kind of her work. It was taught to me through a kind of mindfulness practices about in the present moment, questioning your beliefs. But her work is really, you ask yourself, is this belief true? Then you say, how does it make you feel? How does thinking this thought make me feel? And if it feels great, keep that thought. But if it doesn't feel great, um, you have the ability to turn it around, shift it. She calls it a turnaround statement, but really just flip it on its head. If you're thinking, I, um, I am not enough, you can just turn around. I am enough. And it's a practice. Again, this is not something that you do once. It's when I'll talk about it in a minute, but it's really about questioning it. Is it true? And usually the answer is actually, it's really not true. It's just something that you had been thinking. And, I'm not going to talk about how we create thoughts because thoughts are just come from all different, the food we eat, all different ways our thoughts enter into our mind, our consciousness. But when I think about the thoughts and the fears around aging, I think that we similarly really need to be challenging them. I think it's really important right now to be challenging them. And I do think that even if, some people are like, I don't have any fears of aging. I'm great where I am. But there are some subtle messages that get sent our way, some subtle, some not so subtle, right? Um, and, we're living in this um, youth obsessed culture, right? That kind of marginalizes pe- people as they grow older. There's lots of stereotypes. And, I understand the fears of illness, death, dementia, maybe feeling like you're not going to have enough money for the rest of your life. Those are fears that go back literally to when people were living only to the age of 35. So these are fears that were kind of ingrained in us from a long time, and they're valid. We are all going to die, and things are going to happen. But then jump to now again. We are. It's just we're living healthy centenarians. More and more are living healthy, vital lives, and so we need to take some action because of all the stereotypes that are still being bombarded by this ageist culture that we're living in. And so, rather, I think we need to be kind of focusing on how do we stay healthy and excited at every age, right? So, And we're living right now with in the pandemic, and the numbers of people at every age suffering from depression, and really just like kind of almost done with this thing that's going on here, and done with their lives, and just in really chronic state of, I think it's beyond what we even could imagine. The rates are right now. And so I think it's really important for us to be really hyper aware of our thoughts. Okay. What we say to ourselves. I've been taught, they call it ants, the automatic negative thoughts. We got to stomp them out. We got to get rid of them. We got to choose to shift them. So when we notice, that our minds are buying into, all these messages that are being sent our way about all the things that are the disease and the decline and the deterioration that's going to just bound to happen to us, and we start to internalize that, the most important thing is to, just challenge it, okay? Because we're everything from anti-aging to trying to postpone, and whatever you can possibly do to postpone how you look and how you feel about whatever age you are, and again, and then shift it to choosing to think in a more optimistic way. Okay. Choose to see, even our adversities, even our challenges that we go through, as opportunities for growth. What is the learning? Where is the resiliency? How strong am I that I'm getting through this, that, or the other thing? Okay. And focusing on the benefits of your life experiences. How about that? Right. And then at the same time, I would suggest also kind of approaching each day, with a wonder, with a beginner's mind, with a wonder and an awe, right, of just everything around you. And many of the healthy centenarians that I've been researching, that's how they live. They just launch into everything with this like openness, excited to discover what's next. Like life is an adventure on a daily basis. There's just joyfully forging on to, trusting. They have a trust that the outcome is going to be okay, that everything will work out, some way or somehow. And, not everyone is born with that type of optimism, because I don't think I was. But what I've learned is that optimism can be cultivated. And so, again, with these types of practices like reframing, when you have a negative thought, is just a practice to really, and it needs to be done kind of, again, on a daily basis. So waking up in the morning and saying, this is going to be a great day. And every day now I'm closing, when we sit down to dinner, I ask everyone in my family, what went well today? Let's talk about what went well, and let's keep going around and thinking of the little things that went well. And it's retraining your mind, to be in this optimistic place. And the research shows that leads, so it's one of the highest markers for healthy longevity. Okay. So those are some of my thoughts for you this week. And I'm going to continue. I want to start doing some of these lives weekly. I'm going to tell you weekly, making a commitment. So as I continue to, research this stuff about vitality and zest for life at every age, I want to share it with you. Okay. Because together we will rise. Together, our subculture of wellness will become the norm, and we will dispel and get rid of those stereotypes that do not serve us and are simply not true. Okay? So I thank you. I want you to stress less so you can live more. If you need help, with Liz Gabor. Okay? Be well, be safe. Have a great, great weekend.